Hello everyone, I'm Lady Calamere and this is my 23rd video. I am doing it on Maman Brigitte, and she is a Budan Loa of the dead, and she is married to Baron Samdi. She is the adopted mother of Gede Nebo. Maman Brigitte has many titles, different ways of pronouncing her. La Grande Brigitte, Maman Brigitte, Mama Brigitte, Mother Brigitte, Maman Brigitte, which is a New Orleans term. I'll get into it in a minute. Some people in New Orleans call her that. Madame Brigitte, Le Grand Brigitte, or the Great Brigitte, Brigitte. So, now, Mama in New Orleans means mother. Mama, grandmother. It's also like in Louisiana. Papa is father, as Papa is grandfather. She deals with the dead. She is a powerful spirit. And some people who are afraid of Baron Samdi will turn their attention to Maman Brigitte. So she is the lady of the dead. Here are some nice cards for her. This is the Dark Goddess Oracle cards. And we have this from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. Her number is 9. Her color is purple as well as black. Her days of service, depending on tradition, is Monday and Saturday. So she, in Haiti, the first woman buried in a cemetery is dedicated to her. So in any cemeteries, it's the first woman who's buried would be the perfect grave spot. So the cemeteries are sacred to her, and she demands, she really requests that you respect your ancestors and places of the dead, to not pretty much act like an asshole in the graveyard. And if you see any dirt or debris, please clean it up, as that would be a good offering to her and get on her good side. Some people like to make an altar of rocks, especially from graveyards, or to make a, you see how it is, like this. So her candle colors that she likes is purple and black. And like I said, she'll come to people as a black bird, big black wolf, big black dog, a woman like this, skeletal, or like this. So here's the thing, there's two schools of thought on this. School A, she has nothing to do with the goddess of the Celts. She only serves, has the name, the color of the hair, green eyes, and white skin. And no, she is not the only white Loa. I mean, look at Uzilifreda. That, the reason why, and okay, so I'm going to get into school thought B, is that she is originally from the Celts, and that she is Bridget, and that she was brought by the indentured servants to Haiti. Here's why I'm with school A, and if you're with school B, that's okay. That's your belief. I'm not going to put anyone down or argue. Like the Buddha said, why argue over God? I mean, there's so many other things you could be angry about, though. Like, how about unnecessary wars? How about terrorism? How about being angry about starving children in the world? Yeah, that's more, But anyways, why I do not think she is the goddess Bridget. Even though there's like a song or two about her in Haiti, and that's fine. Her coming from the Celts. And there's only like maybe a song or two. It's not like a whole bunch of litany of songs. But there's a 180-degree difference between her and the goddess Bridget. First of all, goddess Bridget doesn't curse like Maman Brigitte. Maman Brigitte will tell you where to shove it. She'll call you an asshole. She'll call you F this, F that. Shove it up your, you look like a cunt face. Eat shit. Uh, Go to hell. Whatever. Bridget would not do that. The energies are totally different. Totally different. And what they do is totally different. And, Bridget's not married to Baron Samedi. Maman Brigitte is. So, and what they're used for and the offerings are just so night and day. Night and day. And let me tell you something. And, the goddess Bridget's not going to come as a skeletal goddess. Maman Brigitte will, as a Loa. So, also, here's something else to add weight to my side of beliefs. And that's up to you if you want to believe in that she's from the Celts. Is that, how come Maman Brigitte was only found in Haiti? Okay, yes, there was an influx of indentured service to Haiti from the Celtic lands, but there were more. There was a much more influx to other Caribbean islands of Irish and Scottish and Celtic, Celtic descents and the Pictic descents of some of the Scots. Not all Scottish people were Celts. Some of them were Picts, and to other islands. Where was Maman Brigitte then? There was no Maman Brigitte in the other islands. Okay, we see her worshipped and honored in New Orleans and Haiti. I mean, now she could be seen in other islands, but back then she was not. She was not. Okay? So let's look at her Veve for a second. It's a little bit hard holding this thing. So that's her Veve. And again, the cards, New Orleans, Voodoo, and the Dark Goddess. So, why would you call upon her? Well, if you feel intimidated by Baron Samedi, she's a good idea to call upon. And even if you're not intimidated by Baron Samedi, she's still good to call on. She's good for any woman problems, especially when women are in duress or distress. But please make sure you get help if you can, for them or yourself. But she deals with problems with women's issues. She's also dealing with the dead. So if you want to do necromancy or work with the dead, she's a good spirit to call upon. Also, she can resolve hauntings or cause hauntings. She'd be good for calling upon your ancestors. So, and she's also good if you have any problems with any spiritual difficulties dealing with ghosts and spirits. Now, another thing is she deals with justice, spiritual as well as mundane justice. So if someone did you wrong, did someone else wrong, did you dirty, cheated on you, or beat you up, or caused you to lose your job, or is hexing you, you can use her. She's a lawyer, she's a judge, and she's damn well executioner. She also deals with court cases, whether divorce, child custody case, were you at the wrong place at the wrong time, were you guilty, but you learned your lesson and you don't want to really face the charges, or maybe because you're gonna change, or it's just a traffic ticket, so to get it struck off the record, or no time served. Were you wrongly accused? Or do you have to testify against someone? Or do you have to face someone who killed your a family member in court. So she deals with justice, spiritual and physical justice. She can also be used for healing, minor or even really serious illness or injury, to help heal, to help ease the suffering and pain. Another thing that she could be used for is if the person's gonna die, there's no way you can, even if she, sometimes she can ask the Baron not to dig the grave. But regardless if they're going to die peacefully, or to die the way they wanted to die, or maybe die surrounded, wait till they're surrounded by friends, just hold it off just a little bit, so that you could say your goodbyes, so that they can go peacefully and with love, instead of with terror and pain. Now, she says to love the dead more than they've been loved in life. That she cares so much for the dead, and like I said, that her adopted son is Gere Nibo. So she is a mother. She's a mother that swears a lot and can be tough, but also loving, and she could be scary, but she's a mother. She deals with fertility and pregnancy issues. So that's another thing. Money, promotion, jobs, anything to do with that is also within her realms to give. She's very powerful with magic and sorcery. So, and like I said, good days to honor her is Monday or Saturday. Some say Wednesday. Now, another thing is to protect children serving in the military is a good one. So if your children are serving in the military, to protect them, or loved ones. She also helps with children, not just mommies, but also babies or little girls, to protect them. So she deals with that. And like I said, I don't know if I said this, but her trees are the elm and the weeping willows. Now, she hangs out in any tree that's in the cemetery, and she loves cemeteries. So please have respect when you go into graveyards and cemeteries. And respect the dead. She demands that. So she asks that you honor your ancestors. So hello to my ancestors from beyond the veil. November 2nd is a good day to honor her. Fet Gede, the Feast of Gede. Now, I know some people are honoring her for Samhain. That's fine too, because you know what? In Samhain, that's perfectly fine, because this is the day we call upon our ancestors to honor them. So any day that is a sacred day to the ancestors is a good day for her, traditional or non-traditional. So she could be venerated alongside of Baron Samedi. She is the lady, like I said, of the Gades. She's the head lady of the Gades and Barons, where Baron Samedi is the head honcho of the dead. Other things that she can use is for passion. She's good with that. So anything to deal with passion. So as you can see, there is so much difference between her and Brigitte, and there are people that are initiated, have taken Kanzo, that are gonna argue whether she is from the Celts or not. It's like sort of like Danto. Is she a lesbian? Or is she straight? They'll argue about it. Oh no, she's bi. Literally arguments about it. So Maman Brigitte, she loves to swear. She'll always swear. She'll always curse. And that's how she is. She's got a potty mouth, and she's proud of it. And she don't care if you don't like it. Too bad. You know what you can eat. At least to her. Sorry. So sometimes she has like a voice like this when you hear her. And boy, she get, wow, that's this, that's that, blah, 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 blah. So other things, she could teach you magic and sorcery. She's good like that. So if you want to learn about that. Anything to deal with the dead, like I said. Any type of necromancy or petitioning your ancestors. Anything like that. She is good with that. She is also good for, she could use for binding of your enemies. She be used against your enemies or to remove curses that an enemy has put on you. Be they minor curses or serious ones. She can also help get justice for the dead. So if a ghost has come to you, and there's a difference between ghosts and spirits, a ghost has not crossed over, a spirit has. So if a ghost is looking for closure, you can help that ghost get some type of closure, or at least count with the help of Maman Brigitte, give good counsel, to give peace, because she is said to love the dead. She can help them cross over, help them find peace, help them find closure, and maybe bring the person who hurt them to justice somehow, spiritual justice or physical justice. Her symbols: a black rooster, a cross, that's a pile of rocks. So things to offer her: black candles, purple candles, black and purple candle, crosses, hot chili peppers, spicy chocolate, dark coffee, red wine, rum, especially overproof rum, cornmeal, roasted corn, boiled corn, cornbread. People give her black roosters, but be careful with that. Some people will say you should be initiated, and the animal should not, make sure it doesn't suffer. So, other things to offer her would be violets. And what's that other thing? Any night blooming flowers. Purple roses, black roses, purple irises. Some people like to give her some tobacco. Beans and rice, black beans and rice. Black eggplant, say, like, because her number is 9, give her 9. But if you don't have that, you can slice the eggplant in 9 slices. Some people like to, another thing is money. She likes money, so she likes currency. Cotton, bandages, legal documents, wood from of an ash tree, peanuts, wheat flour, and did I say black coffee? If I didn't, you can give her black coffee. So that's some good offerings for her. The thing is that the rum that she likes has like guinea peppers in, about 30 to 40, and a living person cannot drink that and actually survive unless they're possessed. Because that stuff is actually called Haitian tear gas. And in fact, a possessed person could drink that if she possesses a person in the voodoo ceremony, and or what I know some covens that have called her in the rituals, and she's cussed a lot. But also another thing that she'll do is, whether men or women are possessed by her, is they'll take a hot chili pepper and rub it on their genitals. Yeah, ain't gonna happen if you're not possessed. And it doesn't bother her at all, not one bit. Things not to do that's contradicted to her is disrespecting a graveyard, cemetery, uh, stuff like that. Another thing that she can be used for, which is very useful, if you have unfinished business with someone who's dead, maybe you want to tell them off. Maybe you want to tell them how much this person hurt you, what this person put you through, how you felt, your side of the things. Or maybe you felt you didn't get to say what you wanted to say. Maybe you didn't get to tell them how much you loved them, how much they meant to you. Even if you knew they knew, you just want them to know. Maybe you bought them a gift right before they died. Maybe you wanted to get married, and you wanted to ask them for their hand in marriage. With the help of Maman Brigitte, you can do that and offer, give that offerings to that person. And trust me, you have every right to be angry at someone if they hurt you really bad. Even though she takes care of the dead, you have every right to get things off your chest. So, some other things is that she is very popular, and she's becoming more and more popular, which is a good thing. I began learning about the Loas in around 1995, long 94, 90, no, 90, yeah, around 94, 95, I start learning about them. So these are some of the images I have. This is the images I have of her. And this is a nice thing I just got recently from Amazon. Really nice. It came in bone white or black, and it really matches this. So other things that you may want to call her is for if you found someone that disrespected family cemetery, a family grave, you can use her to say, hey, go after this person. This isn't right. Things off the top of my head. She is not Santa Muerte. Some people have been confusing Maman Brigitte with Santa Muerte. They are no one in their right. Okay, I'm sorry, but no, Santa Muerte is not Maman Brigitte. They are not the same spirit. They may deal with the dead, but they're not. Do not put Maman Brigitte next to Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte is not gonna like it, and do not confuse them. But if you have like an image like this, I mean, you could use it for Santa Muerte, but don't use the same image for like Maman Brigitte. Not a good idea. Not at all. Maman Brigitte is not Persephone. She is not Ereshkigal. She is the Loa. Some people like to say goddess. That's fine. But some people say no. I mean, if you talk to Buddha, there's one God. And Bondai, the good God. Not Bundy, not Bendy, not Bendy. Bondai. Bondai is good or Bondai, the good God. And also, do you have another tradition is Mawu Lisa, both male and female, as one divine being. Mawu Lisa. So, get that out of the way. Maman Brigitte is not Santa Muerte. And there's Buddha sons, people who will agree with that. They are not the same. Maman Brigitte knows the Banda dance, and she loves to have a good time with dancing. The Banda dance is a very sexual dance that the Geres and the Barons know very well. You can look Banda dance up on YouTube. You'll find many examples, and it's a very sexual, passionate dance. And trust me, this woman, if she wants to, this beautiful Loa, can get as vulgar and sexual as she wants. And she's very powerful, so what you gonna do about it? Oh, yeah, absolutely nothing. So that's something else. And I know that when in voodoo, they may like dress the they'll dress the possessed with put the gauze around carefully around their head, and they put the cotton in their ear and like here in the eyes and everything. Like sometimes they may even put it in their nose, but you have to make sure that the person doesn't die of suffocation. So be careful with that. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it unless you're in skilled hands. So I will not take any responsibility if you do something stupid to somebody. Okay? So, rock pile of stones is good. And, if you take something from a graveyard, I always say do it respectfully and leave an offering. Like little candies or maybe some whiskey, pour some whiskey or something like that. Don't just take, just, it's good to ask permission. So, if you want to get any negative energy out of your home that you don't want there, you can use Maman Brigitte for that. And to protect yourself from negative energies and negative spiritual things, she's good for that too. So call on her to help you have a correct and a good understanding of the dead and death and spirits, and call her to learn about how to handle death, especially if you have to deal with it. She's good for regenerating of yourself or someone else. So that's basically it when I want to talk about Maman Brigitte. What else is she good? Oh, some people like to say that she's like Kali, that she's Kali and Oya. I disagree. Oya deals with more than just the dead. Sorry, she deals with the wind and lightning. Look at my Oya video and look at my Kali video. They're not the same. Maman Brigitte is not Oya, nor is she Kali. Sorry, and at times not even close. Because Oya deals so much more than the dead. And like I said, Maman Brigitte deals with the dead, but she also deals with other things. So, but she's definitely Lady of the Dead. So she could be a very helpful goddess, Loa. Some people like say goddess. I want to be respectful. Loa or Loa. LWA or LOA or LWE, as some people like to. Loa. Loa. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching.